Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my announcement for basically, to put simply, the pausing of Tiger and Bunny. We are going to be putting Tiger and Bunny on hold for the time being. It's not being dropped. Keep that in mind. It's not like the Cuphead show for our poll reactions. We are still going to get back to it because I'm very much enjoying the series. Um, so why am I putting on a hold? Well, honestly, because I'm inexplicably, and I don't know why, but I am starting to feel burnout on the series. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm not wanting to get to recording it. And on that same level, I'm just finding myself needing to force myself to keep up with my pre-recordings and everything. Um, it's proving to be difficult. Um, and in that vein, it's just I don't want to force it, you know? Because that will just make it worse, and that will make me completely burn out on the series altogether. So I don't want to force that. I don't want to force this to just end up hurting my interest in the series. I know we're only a few episodes in, but we need to take a break just so I don't lose interest in this series and that we can continue. And hopefully, after I take the break, we'll be able to continue through for a good while before we would need to take any more. Because I don't want to be taking a break every 5 or 6 episodes or so. And that's another thing to note. This break will start after episode 6, which will be released on June 12th, I believe. Just to make sure, yeah, Sunday, June 12th. So after that, we will be taking a break and moving to something else for the time being. And this is the announcement video to explain what that could be, what's going to be on the poll, and just what you're going to be able to vote for. So this is the poll announcement video, and we are putting it up early just to get that kind of taken care of, because I've been pre-recording everything and for weeks ahead of time, so I want to continue doing that even with this next series. So we're going to do the poll early in this regard. But remember, up to episode 6 of Tiger and Bunny is still happening. The winner of the poll will not go up, will not start coming to the channel until the following Sunday, the 19th. So keep that in mind. We're just getting to this now so I can pre-record shit. But again, we will be coming right back to Tiger and Bunny after whatever wins this next poll. We're going to do this next poll, and let's just say show B, just to give an example. Let's say show B wins. After we finish or put show B on hold, we'll come right back to Tiger and Bunny. So it's without doing another poll at that point. Because at that point, that would still be one of our shows on the schedule that would have to be taken care of. So, yeah. But let's actually talk about what's going to be on this poll, which you can, as always, find in the community tab on the channel. So, the previous 2 shows that were on the poll that lost out to Tiger and Bunny will be back. These are Hellbound and Trece. Hellbound and Trece are both Netflix series. Hellbound, I believe, is South Korean and is horror based. That's pretty much all I know. And Trece is, I don't remember where it's from. I did look it up, and I did make sure that Netflix has the right language subtitle dubbing and all, and so we can watch it in the regular language. It's not Japanese. I know that. I just can't think of it. But either way, I don't really know pretty much anything about what Triste is about, so I can't say too much on that. But then we have our third option, which will be taking the place of Tiger and Bunny on the poll, because that's how it works. When one of our poll options are chosen, that one is replaced, but the other two remain on the poll for the future. And so I've been thinking there's a few different series I could put on the poll as the third series. And I've kind of been mulling it around in my head. Obviously, we want something that I think I'm going to like, or at least have a good chance of liking. And there's been a few different options that, again, I've been mulling over, that I've been thinking about, that I've been planning on checking out anyway. And so the question kind of just moves into, what do I do? Which one do I pick? And the one I've chosen to pick is something it's like Tiger and Bunny, something I've tried to watch before. And unlike with Tiger and Bunny, which I just ended up kind of dropping because of time and everything and various reasons like that, this series I actually dropped because I was not enjoying it. But when I first tried to watch it, I was at a very, very different place in my life. And I'm thinking that might affect things. Because there are certain elements of this series that I really enjoy, but there's also certain elements that gross me out. And I know that the series tries to take a stand on things. I know it's trying to, leave a message of sorts. I also know that there is some pretty heavy shit that comes up later on in the series than I ever got. So this is being put on the poll with a cautionary sticker of sorts. A little warning for all of you who choose it. I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to think of this one. It's not like the others, which I more hope to like, based on the tiny little bit I may know of them or whatnot. This is one that I genuinely do not know what I'm going to think about going into it. And I'll obviously go more into detail on why, if and when this gets chosen. But this has also been something that I've been asked about trying to check out again. And so I think it's a good choice to add in here for that reason. And because I'm willing to give it another chance. And that is Kill la Kill. I tried watching Kill la Kill years in the past, well before I ever came out as trans and everything. And back when I was a much different person and everything, in terms of a lot of things. Especially in regards to sexuality, which is a main focus in this series. But, more notably than that, one of the biggest reasons I dropped this series was because it heavily sexualizes underage characters. And this is my biggest gripe with the series. And I know there's a lot of anime that does that. That doesn't make it right. And the biggest difference is that Kill la Kill is about that. That is the focus of the series. Like, there's other plot points and stuff, too, like with Ryuko's dad and everything, and trying to figure out the mysteries of his death and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's just, they're underage kids. They're high schoolers, basically. And they're being super, super heavily sexualized as part of the main focus of the series. And there are messages and themes and ideas spread throughout this, I do know. But still, it bothers me. Like, it's just a situation and everything, and an idea that I understand, again, different cultural things as well, but at the same time, it's like, it's not comfortable. That was one of the main reasons I dropped it. But like I said, there are things that I really did enjoy about this series. Mako, for example, is fucking hilarious. And, like, even without having seen the entire series, even with only seeing, like, 5 or 6 episodes, same thing as with Tiger and Bunny, like, I still really enjoyed the shit out of Mako. I thought she was the best part of it, honestly. Um, and then there is some good humor in it. The animation is nice and crisp and good looking. The voice acting is great. It's just like, undeniably, there's a lot to love. Um, so I'm very conflicted, but I'm willing to give it another chance, and I've been willing, but I've just never gotten around to it. I've never gotten around to giving it another chance, just because I kept, like, focusing so hard on the sexualization aspect that it just kept pushing me away again and again. But I've been asked actually to check this out again. People have asked on the channel if I'd be willing to. And so I've been thinking, like, maybe I should just put this on the poll and see how it goes. If I end up feeling it's too much, I can drop it. And that would be an extremely valid reason to do so. If I just feel like it gets to be too much and I'm just too uncomfortable, sure, I could drop it again. But I do want to at least give it a try, and I do want to go past where I got before, which I believe was episode 6, if I remember right. I didn't get that far in. I know that for sure. And I want to make it clear that going into this, I wouldn't be completely blind even to the stuff that's past where I got. Because it's been so long since I checked this out, I do know things. I know major things relevant to the plot. Not everything. There's a lot I don't know. There's characters like I've seen their designs of, but I have no idea what they do or what their role to play is. But it's like, I know some major plot points and a couple major moments that happen. So that is a thing that I'm aware of. It's, again, not a lot, but a few things that would probably be considered major spoilers. I want to let you know that ahead of time. Again, I got about 6 episodes in my first time watching. And I dropped it because mostly the sexualization issues, and especially at the time when I was believed myself to be asexual, which, as I've stated before, was mostly due to conditioning and being taught from an early age by, like, churches and parents and stuff that sexuality and embracing that is wrong. So yeah. But that also helped hurt my interest in the series too. We'll see how it goes. I'd be willing to give it a shot, but it's only one of the options on the poll. For all I know, you guys might not even vote for it right here. You might vote for Hellbound or Tresse. That's very much possible as well. Um, but I'm very interested to see where this goes. This poll will be open for probably a couple days because it seems now at this point that that's the right amount of time to keep the poll open. Just like 3 days or so, because at that point everyone who will have wanted to vote probably will have. So yeah, I apologize to all of you who were excited about my Tiger and Bunny reactions, and I just want to let you know they will be returning. No matter what happens, whether we finish whatever series takes its place, or we drop it, or we just have to take a break from it partway in between, we will be coming right back to Tiger and Bunny afterwards. Because, as I said, I'm very much enjoying the series, and I'm definitely not at that point where I want to drop it, but I am at that point where I'm starting to feel burnout, and I don't want to drop it. And I feel like if that burnout really starts setting in, I will. So, just wanted to let you all know what was going on for that. You can find the poll once again in the community tab on the channel. Just go to the channel's main page, and it's one of the tabs just right up there. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens here, and no matter what's chosen, we will give it a fair shot as always. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.